Alright, hi guys. This particular video is for the YouTube membership, and if you are watching this particular video right now, definitely you are supposed to be part of the membership. So I picked just 5 games, and I'm going to show you guys how I just pick them up and the fast method to predict your daily two odd using this particular Sportybet app to predict daily two odd fastest way. Alright, so these particular 5 games, I'm still going to remove some of it because I just selected them randomly based on the stats that I looked into. So the only thing I do is just that I click on the games and I check the stats. Alright, so the first thing I look into is the form. At least both team must be at both team must have 60% form. That is, they must have won 3 games out of their last 5 games. Alright, so the next thing I do is that I check their head-to-head new. Alright, so when I check the head-to-head new, and if you look at this particular total point average, you will notice that we have 169.7, and for the league we have 167.4. It shows that the both team average points are supposed to be more than the league average point. So since the league average point seems to be the lowest average point compared to that of the both team average point altogether, then you subtract from the league average point, which are supposed to be 67.4. We are going to subtract 10 from it, and we will be having 157. Then you go to the market to check if the bookmakers are providing over 157. Unless you want to risk it, that is when you are going to play higher. Alright, so this particular game is supposed to be predicted as over 157, but I'm just picking it by risking it. Let us just remove it like that. But in case we want to just overlook the 2 points and predict it, we can actually go ahead. Alright, so we have the next one, which happens to be this particular match. Alright, so for this particular game too, you can see that the home team is actually informed, this away team too, they are also informed. And you check their head to head, and you guys can see that both team average points altogether is more than the league average points. And from the league average point, which happens to be 167, we are subtracting 10 from it, and we are getting 157. Then for that 157 is what we are going to predict our game as, that is over 157. If you get notice very well, the odd line that the bookmakers are providing for the over point of this particular game and the one that we removed earlier, you guys will notice that they are the same thing. So both match are expected to end up as over 157, and if the odd line is not going down than this, it can be risky, but you guys can actually take the risk too. So now let me remove this. Alright, so if we are to remove the 2 games that we just removed, we are having just 1.79 odd left. And this particular game too, I think these two teams, they are not actually in form, unless you want to risk this particular match. Both of them are not really in form, and probably they may not be scoring points very well. Even though their head to head shows that I think their average point is more than the league average point, or almost the same thing. See? So let's say that we are removing these two. And the only 2 games that we have left is these 2 games. So the home team is informed, the away team is informed, and checking the head to head new, we have it that okay, almost the same thing as the league average point and bottom average point. So if we are subtracting 10 from 173, we should be getting 163. And what the bookmakers are providing for us, they are providing over 162, so we can go for that. And checking the next game, so the home team is informed, likewise the away team, and checking their head-to-head new, we can see the average point is more than the league average point. So subtracting 10 from 166, which happens to be the league average point, we are getting 156. Exactly, the bookmakers are providing 156, and out of the five games that we predicted, just three of it we actually risked three of it, and these are the absolute legitimate basketball prediction for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.